Hello everyone, Douglas Walt, Old Man Comic Book Review, coming to you with a very short stack of comic books this week. We tried some new lighting, so there's light over there. We turned off the Jetstream, popularly known as the window air conditioner, so my camera person is dying of heat stroke, even though it's been off for less than a minute. Let's go ahead and get right to it though, so they don't pass on from heat exhaustion. Issue 3 of Gargoyles Dark Ages. If you remember correctly, this is the prequel to the Gargoyles TV show. So that's kind of cool. I'm glad they put out all this gargoyle stuff. So I'm trying to find who's the... here we are. In the tiniest print possible. Greg Weisman is the writer. Drew Moss is our artist. And Angela has been taken. And now they have to save her from the bad guys. And it's really very... what's a good word I'm looking for? Cinematic. There's lots of back and forth. There's lots of camera angles. I saw how gargoyles go when they pass on. If they get killed, they just use a funeral pyre, a la the Supernatural TV show. But still a good book. I think we're getting 5 issues, and this is issue 3, so that'd be right smack dab in the middle. Amazing Spider-Man number 34. Let's find our culprits. Zeb Wells is writing. Patrick Gleason is the artist. And Peter has been recently pierced with this spear. And now he's acting all psychotic and weird. I'm pretty sure they're trying to turn him into the Green Goblin. He'll be the Spider Goblin. Goblin Spider? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. I do know that it's getting just odd, weird, but yeah, so I'll still buy it. It's still fun to read. We had a one-shot in the series of Strange Academy. They pick a different superhero for each issue. For this issue, we get Moon Knight. Moon Knight. This is cool, actually. Carlos Hernandez is our writer. Julian Shaw is our artist. We're dealing with the Strange Academy is dealing with a bad guy who uses spells like math. It's very mathematical. So that's pretty cool. They need Moon Knight's help to go into a book to release everybody who's been put into this math book. It's literally a math book. Everyone is held down. Their form is held down with an equation. So unless you solve the equation, they don't get up. So I'm really sure that Martha Waltz would love this because she's also a math nerd. There's a bunch of math nerds going on in here. So we're going to conclude it, and of course, because the first issue was Miles Morales, second issue was Moon Knight, we go to Peter Parker Spider-Man for the third one. So lots of fun. Issue 2 of Hades, Mr. Hey You, Get Off My Cloud. Elliot Kalan, K-A-L-A-N, Kalan, is our writer. Alessandro Rinaldi is our artist. When last we left Hades, he was rounding up people like Icarus and the Minotaur, who really just wants cookies, to go and get the Golden Fleece. So that's their plan, to go and get the Golden Fleece. And unfortunately, Jason is there. So they're trying to sneak around the back, and they're using Charon, the boat guy. And so since he's helping them, all these souls are stuck on the brink of the river waiting for passage. So this is really funny. This would make a great sequel to the Hercules movie. Not that awful sequel that they made, but this would be great. They made it like a direct-to-video sequel. I'm going to save this one for last. Godzilla reprint book. This is number 1. They're all one-shots. This is Best of Mechagodzilla. So we get stuff from Godzilla, Rulers of the Earth, greatest Godzilla comic book ever, Godzilla History's Greatest Monster, Godzilla Gangsters and Goliath, and Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters. It's all stuff where Godzilla shows up and Mechagodzilla shows up. The artwork is very, very pretty. Here, we'll run it down. Godzilla Gangsters and Goliaths, number 5, written by John Layman, art by Alberto Ponticelli. Godzilla History's Greatest Monster, number 5, written by Dwayne Schwarzinski, art by Simon Gain. Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters, number 10, written by Jason Ciaramella, art by Victor Santos. And Godzilla Rulers of the Earth 15, story by Chris Mowry and Matt Frank, written by Chris Mowry. So, yep, good stuff. I'm waiting for the dog to knock the light over at this point, so we'll see. All right, finally, we got a new number 1. That would have been Flower. New number 1 of my favorite superhero, Captain America. Who are our culprits? Let's get to them. They like to hide that, don't they? Here we go. Writer J. Michael, and I'm going to say it wrong, so you guys correct me. J. Michael Straczynski. Artist is Jesus Saez. I've heard of both of these guys. I know that Straczynski is known for being long-winded. This is no different. And it's a really big book. This is like a double-sized issue. It's $5.99. I guess he wanted everything set up. The artwork is really cool. It reminds me a little bit of Richard Corbin from heavy metal fame. A little bit of that, but unfortunately a little bit of that goes really long. This is Steve's basically back in town. They're trying to rip down the apartment he's lived in since he was a child, but he still owns, so Tony gave him money, so now he owns the place. He's hired someone to help him fix up the place. He has to take a break when Susan Richards shows up and says the Fantastic Four need you to come to another dimension and come beat stuff up. So it's interesting, and the subplot I'm not really sure what's going on. Bill at Fanfare is worried that they're going to try and bring back the Secret Empire thing, which I hope they don't, because then I would just stop buying this. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes for the next one. I'll read a few of them to see how it goes. So, new Captain America, super duper exciting. Some really nice books this week. Sophie, Fiona, we didn't see you this weekend. Grandpa worked Saturday. Plus, it wasn't sleepover weekend. So, we didn't see you this weekend. Maybe we'll do something next weekend. Go pick some more apples. I'm almost out of apples because of the large apple crisp that I made today. For the rest of you, I always tell you go find a comic book to read. Once again, if you're in Kalamazoo, Fanfare Comics and Cards, they give you a discount on new books, or you can just rifle through the dollar bin or 50-cent bin. No, it's a dollar bin. It's a quarter bin, 50-cent bin. All right, never mind. There is also a dollar bin for fancier comic books if you want to spend that whole $1. So go visit them at their new place. If you go sign up and get regular books on a regular basis, I would recommend the $5 annual fee so that you get 20% off of all new books you buy. So like, let's say this giant compendium omnibus shows up that's normally $125. Well, they're gonna knock like 20 some odd dollars off of that thing. So not a bad deal. At least I think so. I don't math, so. But they tell me that it's a lot better that way. As long as you get it the week it comes out. So it comes out on Wednesday. You got till the next Wednesday to get that for that price. So because people get manga there, those get a little pricey, but with discount, not bad. So it's a good idea. For the rest of you, if you know we're around here, find your comic book store, go to the library, go online. There's all sorts of stuff. Should we do the quick count of superhero? I think it was kind of even. Superhero versus not superhero. Let's see. Superhero, not. Actually, they are exactly even. Split 3-3. So there you go. All right. So in the meantime, I will see you next week. Go read a comic book.